This is Brandon Fredrickson here, and right now we're just looking at a chart. This is an intraday 5-minute chart of the PowerShares NASDAQ Trust, the QQQQ, which trades over on the NASDAQ. It represents ownership in the NASDAQ 100 stocks. We're going to talk about a trade that I took just a few moments ago here in a minute. And the first idea, though, that I want to go over is that, when people start trading, it seems like a lot of times common sense just gets thrown out the window. And I've seen so many people just trade and trade and trade and trade. And it seems that a lot of times they're just trading to trade with the idea that, well, now I've opened up my account with MB Trading or with Interactive Brokers or with wherever it is that they've opened up the account, and I'm a professional trader now, and by God, come hell or high water, I'm going to trade. I think I've seen that an awful lot recently in the last several weeks when, at least for me, I haven't seen the market offer a lot of opportunities. To me, there's been 1 to 3 very good, very clear opportunities every single day. You've been able to make a little bit of money, not necessarily a fortune, and I've been perfectly happy with that, quite frankly, because I think that as the market continues going down, we're eventually going to find a place where there's going to be value, and this is going to be an incredible opportunity for investors who have kept themselves in a situation where they have got the capital and the confidence to move forward in the market. But let's go ahead and just have a look at this trade that I did here in the NASDAQ. Followed the technical analysis principles here very, very clearly. This is the only trade I did all day. I've been sitting here and just waiting for my opportunity. And in my opinion, as a trader, that's really what your job is it's to make decisions and to make good decisions. And you do that by waiting for things to line up, for everything to come together in a way that shows you that, hey, I've got an opportunity to take very little risk and to potentially make a good profit. Like I said, this stock here, the NASDAQ, this thing just followed some of the classic technical analysis principles of support and resistance perfectly. You don't even need to have any fancy graphs or chart drawings on here, moving averages, anything like this. Just support and resistance and a bull flag and a trend, and that's it. You can see that here for a while, from earlier up until right in here around 2 o'clock, the NASDAQ was just mostly trading in a range. This is a 1-minute chart rather than a 5. I have to rewind that. But anyways, we were in a range here, and then you can see that at about 2 o'clock we broke out of that range, made a higher high right here, and then it declined and it made a higher low. At that point, we then have an uptrend that's been established. And just the very first part of an uptrend, but nevertheless still an uptrend. And what I want you to notice is that there was incredibly good support right here at 33.50. You had the 50-cent support, which is just to say that when a heavily traded stock hits points like 25 cents, 50 cents, $1, there's always support and resistance there. So you had that. But not only that, you can see this congestion area had previously been a pretty strong area of resistance that the NASDAQ was not able to break above that $33.50 point. Price resistance, once broken, then becomes support when a stock moves back down to that level. And so you can see that it was, again, a prior level of resistance, and that it broke through it. It then became support. Also, you can see back here earlier that when the market was a little bit stronger and it was declining, it found some decent support off of that $33.50 point. It bounced off of that by about 50 cents. And then when it hit it here again, it took a while. It wasn't able to just cut through it like like a hot knife through butter. So it was also a prior area of support, and that's very important to look at on the chart. So you can see, as I said here, that the new uptrend was established. We've got a higher high right here. We've got a higher low right here. And we also have that it was the prior area of resistance, this whole congestion area here. It was the prior area of support right in there. This was a very, very quick trade for me. I went ahead, I bought 2,000 shares. I paid $33.54 for it. And I was just looking for a very quick trade. I didn't think this was going to be the biggest thing out of the day, and it turned out that it wasn't. I went ahead and I had my order in to sell it at $34.99. So there was nothing, you know, magical here. This was just a quick 45-cent profit. That's $900 to make in one day on one trade that took me, you know, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, and make $900 on the only trade that I took all day. Now I've sat here all day. I've been waiting for this opportunity, so it would be disingenuous of me to say, well, I worked 4 minutes and I made $900. That's not true. I've been here. I've been waiting for this setup, and you know, quite frankly, it was kind of boring. But that's the job sometimes, and I think that right now that's just where we're at. Anyway, I wanted to make this video, just show you this trade, and there's a lot of little opportunities out there like this in the market. Yesterday I had 2 trades, one winner, one loser. You know, the winner more than made up for the loser. And again, it's just a matter right now, though, I think, of looking for things that are very, very clear, things that are just so, trades and setups that are so clear that you'd almost feel like if you didn't take it, you'd just feel dumb. Even if it had turned out to have been a losing trade, you would have still looked back on it and said, man, that's the type of setup that I should be taking. And those are the only types of things you should really be getting involved with right now with the market conditions such as they are. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up so it doesn't go too long, that it won't let me put it up on YouTube. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask, to comment on the video, whatever you need to do. Thanks.